MacBean Scottish Fitness. We're going to do the breakfast chat as a premiere later on today. They don't have an internet signal here. Hopefully by maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'll be able to get it figured out. Supposedly there is such thing as a booster they never told me about. When I go pick up my new phone, we'll see what happens. Well, first of all, we got a few things to talk about. On the nutrition side, I want to get the Bluetooth rolling here. Okay, so welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. Then we're going to talk about nutrition. So we're going to get ready to do our cooking. So of course we start with bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Bacon is very delicious. It also provides me a cooking medium, which is healthier, believe it or not, than vegetable oils and seed oils. Five pieces should be plenty. I get this from the butcher at Hy-Vee. It's a higher quality bacon and it definitely shows. The eggs I get from the neighbor down the street. You can tell they come in various colors and sizes. And they will definitely have a much darker yolk than your store-bought. Green pepper, picked it about a half hour ago from my garden. And there's a video on that one also. So we'll talk about some new things on the nutrition side. So I did pick me up a bunch of V8s. Alright. And it's definitely a good source of getting your daily vegetables in. Does it replace it? No, it's a supplement, but it helps. I also picked up the Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies. Alright, and this also is a supplement. So what do I mean by supplement? That means that it's good to take with your regular diet. It is not to replace your regular diet. So this is to help me to get all the vegetables and fruits that I need in my system. So a lot of times I'll do is I'll start with the V8 in the morning, and I may take the pills later on in the afternoon. But I still buy fruits, I still buy vegetables. This is to add to it. Because generally in a regular diet we're not getting enough. I do notice when I am drinking this with my diet, I definitely feel more energy throughout the day. I just started with these. Initially I am feeling better by doing that, so we'll keep that going. I'm still taking all my other vitamins. My turmeric and morgina is for my breathing. It is almost completely eliminated any asthma that I was dealing with. And of course, I just get a multivitamin. It don't really matter which brand. It's a catch-all. It's there just in case I lack something. Then for blood flow and heart health, and even helps with cholesterol, arginine, which I'm a firm believer in. I also take C, D3, B complexes, E's, and all that good stuff. The D3 is not as important now because of all the time I spent out in the sun. So I've already been out to the garden, did that video. I've already been out to the pond. I've already thrown discus for about 20 minutes. And what they say is 18 minutes a day within a year will make you in the top 5% of what you're doing. If you spend at least 18 minutes a day, you'll be in the top 5% of what you're doing. So that means if I practice the violin, 18 minutes a day, will I be in the orchestra? No, because those are like the top half percent. All right, and there's a big difference in there. But I'll probably go in any fiddle band and have a good time. Michael on the Body Beatdown, which I encourage you to follow his channel, is taking up the drums. And he's pretty much every day practicing on it. So remember how he sounds now. In a year, it'll probably be night and day. I also carry the tabs here for the VA. My brother knows a guy who knows a guy. So we're going to that. So I got the bacon cooking, which I got plenty of time. I'm going to be doing bacon and eggs and green pepper. So what I do now, I chop the green pepper up. And then it will go into my mulch pile. So remember my buddy at cutco.com, Lucky O'Day, it's in the description. Please support him. I do like these knives. I've had them now for over a year, and I'm really happy with the performance, how well they hold the edge. They will sharpen them for you for free as part of the deal. I have yet to need these sharpened. And the handle's comfortable, the blade stays sharp, it cuts through really easy. I mean, I have other brand knives. And I'm not saying this is the best, but I'm saying for the money, I believe it's good value. Bless you. So make sure, if you could, stop by his website, which is in the description, at luckyoday@cutco.com, and let him know I sent you. He did send me another paring knife, and he sent me a set of, I only got two here right now, but he did send me a set of 3 of them. They're like steak knives, very sharp, very easy to handle. Okay. So I had a phone call come through. And I didn't need. So sorry for the interruption. So I got the green peppers going. As the garden gets better, actually I have jalapenos I can add to this, which I'm going to. I'm going to go grab one. So I'm going to pause you. Alrighty. I went out and picked up a jalapeno. Let's spice it up. It's fresh from the garden. One thing is when you chop these up, make sure you wash your hands afterwards. Because if you don't, you rub your eyes, it's a no fun. And I'm talking from experience. So I try to keep the seeds as much as possible out because they're hotter. And I throw them in the bucket. Sometimes you never know. You get peppers coming up from my compost pile. Now I got green peppers and jalapenos. Now very similar plants. And nutrition-wise are very similar. But there are some additional ones with the jalapeno. Definitely is going to have a little more zing to it, and those are minerals that do that. So let's flip the bacon over once. And it's nice to be able to walk out to the garden and grab a couple peppers every morning. Now the advantage I have is those plants were the ones I had planted last year. I saved them over the fall. So they definitely have a head start on the smaller plants that I transplanted about 2 weeks ago. Here in this area, planting time is usually about late May. Because we can still get cold weather. We do get a lot of rain in the spring, which makes it very difficult to work the garden. I was able to work the garden, so the garden was well tilled. And of course, using all the grow bags has also made things a lot easier. So most of the stuff is grown in 30-gallon grow bags, which seems to be a really good size. It's good for potatoes, it's good for tomatoes, good for peppers. I even did a pumpkin out of one. Zucchini, just not enough soil. So zucchini was, you need to put those in the ground. They just need more soil to spread those roots out. So that was now maybe a 50-gallon would be better, but that was the only one that didn't do very well. I only got like 2 little ones off it, and that was it. But if I put them in the ground, I generally get about 8 to 10 big ones off it. So it's where you plant it. A lot of stuff has not come up just because we haven't had any rain, and I'm limited to how much water I can really carry out there in a day. So I'm concentrating it on my potatoes, tomatoes, and pepper plants in the grow bags. So remember, supplement. Wow, I had a V8. The V8 is going to give me a lot of the vegetables, nutrition that I need, along with the balance of nature, which you see advertised now on a few of the TV stations. I am not a sponsor of them. I just started. Hopefully I'll give a fair and honest opinion of what I feel like how my health feels by doing that. I know when I started taking Virginia and turmeric, my breathing was significantly better. So it was something obviously very easy for me to quantize on it. So we're going to see how this is. So we're going to give it to the end of the month of June. July 11th, I throw in Pittsburgh. So I am now back into practicing. I practiced this morning in my driveway, and I'm going to drive out to the high school and do a second practice, and then try to get out to the gym for maybe a quick live stream. We'll see how much I can squeeze in this morning before I need to go to work. So, bacon's going. A lot of times I can just pop the eggs in there and mix it as I go. Sometimes I'll use a bowl and pre-mix it. Either way, it's the same thing. And now that aluminum is 45 cents a pound, it is something I'm now saving here at the house. And see what I pick up off the road. It's going to be hard to see this stuff in the road now because the grass is really getting thick. But when I do go on my walks, which I will probably do one on possibly Friday, I do have a lot of things scheduled tomorrow. I'm going to go do arm wrestling, but I do want to go to the high school and throw first, or I'll throw in the driveway first. It'll see just how motivated I feel. And not what the weather's like, but yeah, I would like to throw first, and then go out there, maybe do a little live streaming and work out, and then got the arm wrestling going on. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and that'll be in Shorewood Fitness. During this premiere, the live chat will be going on. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up, ask questions, make comments. All those things help that algorithm on YouTube, and I hope you'll enjoy that. I'll try to do that this evening. What I do is I upload it as a premiere, and I set a time for it. So I will be monitoring it probably through my MacBean Farms and Prepping channel, and I hope everybody joins in. I hope everybody sits there, gets involved. All right. It makes a chat go by a lot easier, and then hopefully one day, when I figure out the internet situation here, these will be live streams as we're going on. Right now it has to be a premiere. I just don't have the signal out here to make it worth your while. So let's flip to bacon one more time. Get me some bacon and some beans. So I do slow cook them. But good food is worth waiting for. Tortillas. Oh, I forgot I could have done tortillas. I still can. I can still do that because I have them. Oh. Wow. There you go. That was quick. It looks like my new phone is already here. So that may change things. So is like Mike when he does his unboxing. Surprise unboxing. So I was eligible for an upgrade. And of course, I didn't have it. So here is my new phone. I had a Galaxy S20, now I have the S23. So I will take that in. Oh, maybe today. I'll save the box, just in case. The young lady said she would be here all week, so that tells me probably no gym time. Let's make sure this is still lined up correctly. I might have moved it a little bit. Oh, it's good. So, I think I can still run to the high school and do some throwing. But I will probably have to, I think both phones, I'll be able to use both phones, so I'll still be able to upload all the videos I took today. That's one thing you kind of got to be careful of, as most of the videos are on there and transfers sometimes work well, sometimes don't. So I think I want to make breakfast a little bit more exciting by bringing out those tortillas. So that means cheese. And tomatoes. I don't think we need to cook them. I think we just scoop them in there. So that changes the dynamics a little bit. Oh, slice of tomato. We had tacos last night. Now we can kind of say we're having breakfast tacos. Mm-mm-mm. All right, and to show you, here's the veggies. You got the tomatoes, jalapenos, and the green peppers. I'm not going to cook them in the grease. And then for the pan, I want to check something on the burner here first, only because it got moved off to the side. On the pan, I just a couple drops of olive oil in there. And to get it spread throughout the whole pan. Back low. Almost started talking too long there. We also got cheese. So while I'm getting the eggs ready to cook, I'm going to take them off the heat for a little bit, get this one heated up. There we go. That's the way it was supposed to be. Cheese, peppers, tomatoes, bacon we can put away. Let's scramble up those eggs. Some plates. So, alright, so I cracked them, put them in the pan off the heat. I'm going to throw in my secret spices, especially looks like sea salt and fresh ground pepper. Give it a little stirring stick and commence cooking. Close that up. But before I put it on the heat, stir it up really well. You can tell, hopefully you can see that they have a darker yellow yolk than you do from store-bought. That going. Heat up a little bit on that. That's about 30 seconds aside. It's pretty close. remember nutrition, rest. I've been getting 8 hours of sleep the last 2 nights. So during vacation, I probably wasn't getting 8 hours. It's hard, when you're in a new bed. But being back in your home bed, woo, that was good. I get the eggs cooked. Once the eggs are cooked, tortillas don't take very long. And then you just pile everything in there that you want. And you kind of got yourself a breakfast burrito. This is cooking good in the neighborhood. So I do appreciate everybody watching the channel. Hope you get a lot out of it. I will be getting more involved once I get all my kind of summer activities done. I'm definitely concentrating now on the throwing, and I was really encouraged to do so because I did so well at Iowa. I was extremely happy with my throws. I hope to do a little bit better. And then Pittsburgh. Of course, that's going to be a much larger event. And I really look forward to meeting a lot of the other throwers in my age group and that. I had some really good conversations with the people in Iowa, and there was one that was through with me in Illinois, and that's coming up here this fall, so I'll probably do that one also. So I got that just about cooked. As soon as that gets cooked, I'll take it off the heat, and then it'll be the tortillas, and breakfast will be swaked. So I got that cooking really quick, and put my eggs away. Remember, new things I'm trying out are balance of nature. And I want to see if that helps. The one thing that I am kind of happy about is I am on 0 prescription drugs. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take this off the heat, kill the heat, and I think my skillet is ready to go. Better knock that down a little. Pull it out of the wrapper. You got the ready to cook. Now I do have a recipe on how to make these. I'm going to try again. And I think the mistake I did is I used Crisco. I should have used the bacon fat, which I'm going to use. And I had too much oil in the pan. Really, it should just be like just enough to kind of season it. And that's all you're doing. So they say it's about 30 seconds each side. I found I put a little bit more in that. Wait till you start seeing the bubbles. Not sure if the bubbles are supposed to be there. There we go. Pop them out. There we go. And you just want to get it golden brown on each side. Just make sure they're cooked thoroughly enough. So I'm probably going to flip them twice. and that seems to be doing a better job. Trying to keep the air out of it. Don't really need it rising like that. But I do want to make sure they're cooked. All right. Now for the second one. Piece it off this side. Give you an idea how it looks. Well, you just kind of keep it on it, make sure it cooks up correctly. But this is kind of making breakfast a little bit more exciting than just doing regular, just the eggs, bacon, and vegetables cooked into it. We're able to add tomatoes to it and add cheese, so even more nutrition. And the tortillas are pretty calorie friendly.